Hey guys, so I wanted to bring you a quick update with some information that's come out recently that Hidden Fates is now being restocked in the UK. There's been two confirmations from Chaos Cards and Total Cards. Their release date is this going to be September, October. One site is saying September, and the other one's saying September, October time. I guess we'll just have to wait and see exactly. Um, so, what this means for people investing in Pokemon and how it's going to affect prices going forward. So, firstly, let's say, as far as we know so far, it's just the tins, both Raichu, Gyarados, and Charizard, which I don't have on me right now, but are going to be reprinted. So the price point for these right now is around £40 each on eBay, and the current restock value is going to be around £17 to £20, depending on which retailer you go with. So as you can see, there's quite a big gap in price. Now, the reason the price is rocketed up is because these are quite hard to get hold of now. And they always will be in the UK. We don't really know how big the restock is going to be, but we can imagine it will be bought out pretty quickly. And there'll be two reasons, but we'll explain that in a second, why it'll be sold out so quickly. So, yeah, as far as we know, it's just the tins that are going to get restocked. There's no mention of the Elite Trainer boxes, and there's no mention of the pin collection boxes, which was the Mew and Mewtwo that we got, which were the pink ones, which are really, really cool. So there is some saving grace for investors in terms of it should just only be the tins. Now, we've seen the tins reprinted in the US, and you see some big Pokemon YouTubers open up hundreds of tins recently. So we wasn't not expecting it, but the idea is that in the UK we don't really ever get as much. There's not as big hype around Pokemon as there is in the US. So what can we do now in terms of product? So if you've recently just bought Hidden Fates product, then I would suggest, especially the tins, that you have a few options. You either hold on to your tins and hope that you can ride out the price drop, and then over the next 2 to 5 years see a slow increase once the restock is bought out. Now, when I say bought out, I mean what might happen is that existing investors may just absolutely swamp the market and buy up every single tin they can get their hands on. The idea being that they can keep that inflated price and charge a premium for you not to be able to get hold of this product, and you have to buy it at the more expensive price. Now, we don't know how much is going to be back in that restock, but we can imagine it will get bought out pretty quickly, especially because a lot of people didn't even get these in the first place and they desperately want to get their hands on them. They're chasing the shiny cards, especially the shiny Charizard, which is obviously the big chase card that everybody's after. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to hold on to these, ride out the price deficit. It's going to come back down to around £20 per tin. Charizard probably being more as always, so about 25 on some retail sites. So, yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not going to lose out, which is not to say that everybody won't, but I personally won't, because I bought these at a sale price for £13 a tin, which was amazing discount to find. So I'm already under the price point at which they will drop down to anyway, which is good for me. But unfortunately, those people that have been paying a higher price to keep hold of these products for a longer term investment are going to now seriously lose out in probably £20 per tin, depending on how much they bought. That's a lot of money. So what could they do? Again, this is my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. You've got to make your own decision. But if you just recently bought, I would personally sell, recoup any money that you can, then buy it back in September. I mean, this is the risk that you face, is that you can rebuy back in September and that it's not bought out instantly. and then hold on to it then, or buy it, hold it, or open it. I mean, it's entirely up to you. But if you've already bought recently and you didn't get it originally and you're paying 40 or £50 per tin, I suggest selling it, recouping some money until the reprint comes out in September. Buy it when it's cheaper at the £20 price point, and then hold on from there. That's what I would do as an investor in Pokemon, how I would spend my money and how I would do it if I was buying this product now. That's how I would move forward in terms of from an investment standpoint. Again, this is just my opinion, guys. You have to do what you think's right for you. I think Pokemon is this is the problem with investing in modern Pokemon, is that at any point the Pokemon company can say, "Wow, that is doing so well. How about we reprint and milk them for as much money as possible?" So that's basically what they've done, and this is the risk with more modern product. So my suggestion is, if that you want something more valuable, more long term, look for the older stuff, the Wizard of the Coast era. That's never going to be reprinted, in a sense of Wizard of the Coast are never going to remake Pokemon. They're never going to make the cards the way they made the cards. The holos are never going to be quite the same. You're going to not ever have that era of Pokemon ever come back. So from a standpoint of nostalgia and collectability, a lot of those older cards are more valuable and more worth investing in a long period of time rather than modern product. But in some cases, modern product can be worth its own weight in gold, where it just can take off and you actually see a good return on investment. But that's not always the case. For example, was Roaring Skies, very, very playable card, which was the Shaman EX. The booster boxes sold out so quick, people were paying up to £300 a booster box just to get hold of one. And then the Pokemon Company decided to reprint, and the price plummeted down to anywhere between £60 to £80 a booster box. And those people that are bought in heavily in terms of buying the booster boxes to hold lost out. And that's just how it is. That's how the game works sometimes. And you lose out on that investment. But what happened is a lot of people were investing heavily back into Roaring Skies, and the prices never recovered. The price, once that reprint came out, everyone bought in, and the price never recovered, which could happen with these. There's no guarantee that this price will ever go back up if there's so much on the market. But it's a popular set, it's a subset, it's not a main set. So there is a small chance that it will keep rising in price over time, but you have to look at the long-term perspective. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covers the entire my opinion on what to do. That we know that the reprint is coming, and try and get hold of some if you can, guys. I think it will be a good investment long term, 5 to 10 years, not buy flip, because now with this new reprint restock that's coming, the price is going to tank, and you're going to find it hard to sell at a profit. So yeah, if you liked this video, please give a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. So I thought I'd extend the video just a little bit. So here are some of those Raichus. I never actually opened the tins. I just literally bought these because they were £1 to £2, £1.50, something like that on eBay. This is just a small portion. I have stacks and stacks of these, and the Gyarados and some of the Charizard as well. I also just wanted to give you a quick update with some new card arrivals. Here we go. So we have base set 2 Ninetales, base set 2 Poliwrath, and base set 2 Pidgeot. These are for the base set 2 collection that I'm trying to complete. As you can see, these are really, really, really good condition. They look a lot nicer in person than they did on actual internet. So I'm very, very pleased with these. So we just need to get a folder now and put this set together. I think there's only one more holo I need, which is the Magneton for base set 2. But the price is a bit higher than I would want to pay for it. But if it comes to it and it's the last card I need from this set, then I will pay for it. A couple of others that turned up was this base set, Ninetales. I paid £2 for this, guys, on eBay. I mean, if you can find bargains, go for a bargain. It's really, really clean. There's very minimal scratching. It's a bit light wear, just around here, but for £2, you just couldn't go wrong with that. And then I managed to pick up this Mewtwo for a Legendary Collection, because that's the next set I want to complete, is Legendary Collection, and I've got some more Legendary Collection cards coming in the post, so just waiting for them to arrive. But this is the start, and I love this artwork. I've seen it a few times before, and I thought, it's very different, it's very unique, and I thought it'd be a good start for the Legendary Collection. And I already have the Venusaur and the Blastoise, so there's just a very expensive elusive Charizard to chase. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a quick update on some of the cards that have just arrived. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.